Hi, y'all. Have you ever noticed how celebrities are always so perfectly put together? Great hair, perfect makeup, the latest trends in clothing and accessories, and it all comes together for a perfect picture. It doesn't happen by accident. Most stars have personal stylists. The personal stylists assemble a team of the very best hair and makeup experts, fashion designers, and they have contacts that keep them in current trends. A brand style guide is a small business person's version of a personal stylist. It helps us control what the world sees and hears from us and protects our image in much the same way as a star's fashion stylist. A brand style guide is not a list of rules. It's more like a list of suggestions for punctuation, for words to use and not to use, for capitalization, and much more. Its main purpose is to keep your writing and your copy consistent across all content, your website and your physical collateral, like your brochures, booklets, even an app, if you have an app, should all conform to your brand style guide. Most corporations use AP Style Book, which stands for Associated Press. Even though it was created for journalists, it's also widely used in content for the web and for marketing and communications. Now, why do you need a style guide? Well, the web is a competitive place. There's always someone else who's waiting to take your customers and your prospects away should you falter. Professionally written content gives you an advantage over your competition. It gives you the credibility and the professionalism that will help you develop thought leadership and set you up as an authority. You won't build thought leadership without well-written, consistently styled content. Although writing for the web does not necessitate trying to save space, web copy should be brief and to the point, with short sentences and bullet lists preferred over paragraphs. For this reason, when a style guide is used, much of the web follows AP style. Now, even though you follow AP, no matter which style guide you follow, you should create your own style guide for your brand. There may be areas in which you differ with their choices. For example, on my website, I follow AP, except I use the Oxford comma, which is the comma before the and in a series of objects. I use italics for titles of books, magazines, works of art, and for just a description of a term. AP does not use italics at all. It's not as important as that you follow your chosen style to the very letter as it is that you're consistent. You'll never see me surround a book title with quotes because I hate the way they look. So that's how I decided on the italics. I describe my brand style as AP Style Book plus Oxford comma plus italics. You can describe yours however you please, just as long as you're consistent as you produce content. Anyone who writes for you or edits for you needs to have a firm knowledge of your style guide. One of my very favorite tools is the AP Style Book online subscription. It's very reasonable on a yearly basis. And the advantage over the physical book is that you can actually search for terms that you need to look up. It saves me a lot of time, and it's well worth the cost, in my opinion. I don't get anything for saying that. It's just a tool that I absolutely use. Gather your team if you have one, and discuss the terms and expressions that you frequently use in your writing. Your industry and the topics of your content will guide this discussion. Consider any preferences or conventions in your particular industry. For example, if you write for the military, there may be certain styles and certain things that are capitalized when you're referring to the military. So you'll want to follow those. Just as a few general hints and tips, be careful with capitalization. A lot of times we want to capitalize things to make them seem important. It doesn't really. If you find that you've got too many things capitalized, you're probably overusing those capital letters. For example, a formal title is not capitalized unless it directly precedes the name of the person. So you would not capitalize the president, but you would capitalize President Beth Sanders. Watch your punctuation. IT apostrophe S is not a possessive form. That means it is. Generally, when you see an apostrophe, it means something has been taken out to shorten the word. Hyphenation can be difficult too. It can get confusing. Hyphenate a noun when it precedes the noun that it modifies. For example, a street-level sign, but you would say the sign is at street level with no hyphen. Remember, your reputation and credibility are on the line with every word you publish online. Make your writing consistent and professional. Use a style guide. Thanks.